Good morning, everybody. It's your morning drive time devotions. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are looking forward to a 3-day weekend. If you have to work, sorry. We get to work. We don't have to. You know, as I'm driving this morning, worshiping God, listening to Caleb, I realized something. And I wanted to ask you guys a question. Feel free to respond in the comments. What do you put first in the mornings when you wake up? Do you put yourself first? Do you wake up, make coffee, go have a cigarette? Maybe you make coffee, turn on the news. What do you put first? And even more deeply of a question, what or who do you put first in your life? And what I'm trying to tie this into is what you put first, you worship more than you worship God. Now my hopes, my prayers are that we can put God first and worship Him and trust Him and fear Him more than we trust anything in this world. More than we fear anything in this world. God has an abundance for you. And He wants to give it to you. But He's not going to give it to you if you don't put Him first. God demands to be first in your life. And there's this idea of free will. And what I think that free will is He wants you to choose to put Him first. He doesn't want a bunch of robots walking around. I love you, God. I love you, God. He wants you to choose what you love more. Who you love more. You know, and I struggle some mornings. When I wake up, I'll go straight to the kitchen. I'll start making coffee. I'll go to the living room. Turn on the news before I even mention God, before I even pray to God. And a lot of times, those days that I don't put God first are a little bit more difficult than the days that I put God first. And I want to ask you, how do you worship God? Some of you might think that the only way to worship God is in church with music. But you can worship God through your job, through the way that you parent your kids, to the way that you drive. You can worship God in all things that you do for God. Now, I can't worship God with my job if I'm doing my job for man. I know, that's pretty great, isn't it? The only way that I can worship God is in spirit, right? So in order to worship God in spirit, I have to give all of these things to God. I get to work for the glory of God. I get to sing praises to the glory of God. I get to love my wife for the glory of God. I get to be the dad that I am now for the glory of God. You see where I'm going with this, folks? Today, I hope that if you're just waking up, at least first say thank you, God. If you've already begun your day and you forgot to pray and you forgot to thank God for the blessing of having another day of life, for another day of sobriety, then it's not too late. It's not too late to start your day over again. The idea is to realize and recognize that I need to put God first. I need to depend on God above everything. You know, and I'm going to give you an acronym for the word joy. Jesus, others, and yourself. Excuse me. Excuse me. Put Jesus first, then put others, then put yourself. And you can experience joy. Now in reverse, if you put yourself first, you put others second, and you put Jesus last, you get this idea of Yaj. And what is Yaj? Yaj, 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 I'm angry, Yaj, Yaj, me, I. And it's the opposite of joy. Don't you want joy today? Put God first. And if you haven't done it yet, take a moment, press pause, and put God first. You know, in all of your ways, acknowledge me, God says. And I will make your paths straight. You know, I had an opportunity last night to speak at the treatment center that I graduated from, to give life and hope to people who were once where I was, who were where I once was. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. You know, and it's the idea I get to love people where they are. I don't have to love people circumstantially. I get to love people because that's what I'm called to do. You know, and again, I haven't arrived. And I always say this because I'm not perfect. I struggle. I'm a human being. But the deeper my relationship increases with God, the higher my spirit holds me accountable. Some days I wish that, man, why did I have to deepen my relationship? Other days I realize that I'm continually getting blessed because of my relationship. Because I've chosen to choose God above all. Some of you might put family first. Some of you might put your job first. And I get the importance of your job and your family. I have a family. I have a job. but God has to come first. For me, without God, I can't fully do the work I need to do at my job. Without God, I can't fully love my family the way that they need to be loved. Anyway, thank you for taking the opportunity to watch this video. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube page for an update of videos when I upload them. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and remember, good things are going to happen to you today, and good things are going to happen through you today.